Welcome to Testing Tutorials Point. This is Lokesh, and today we are going to discussing about locators in Cypress. See, in the it's like locators means when we are going to Selenium side, we have a number of locators, like different locators, and we have a new locators like a friendly locators, relative locators are also presented in Selenium, right? ID, name, link text, parcel link text, CSS selector, class name, tag name, this all the things are presented, and also to left out to right off nearby, like this also we have. There are so many locators we can able to find and we can able to do it. Moreover, everybody can do for XPath using Selenium, and that's XPath we can able to create a different things like a following by sibling, forward sibling, preceding sibling, following sibling. Like this, we can able to create and we can able to do some automation, right? The similar format also we have n number of ways we can able to use CSS selector. There are following siblings also we can able to use. Those things also we can able to tag name we can able to use. Different sections also we can able to use. But in this section we are going to discussing very few things. In that we are going to discussing like dot class name, hash id, attribute and value, class name and attribute and value, how we can able to use these four sections and we can able to do our automation. Okay, by default a css Cypress by default it is supporting for CSS selector. Okay, this is default, and dot indicates here is class name, hash indicates for id, and this is like attribute and value. In case if there is no class name and there is no id, there are couple of attributes are presented, and you can able to use that attribute and attribute value, and we can able to do automation. And also you need to do like sometimes the attributes like class names are same or attributes name are same, but you need to use it combination and you need to select. That moment we can able to use class name and attribute value. These are the four sections we are going to discuss in this particular section, and we can able to read a more about following siblings. Also we can able to CSS selector that, and different video I'll make it the complete session for that. Okay, and here are how we can able to see these things. Now if I'm going to open any one of the page, here the name attribute is presented, and we can go for registration place, and here is the name, and you can able to see here the name it is having placeholder attribute and class name attribute, and also we have another text attribute is presented. And if you go address place, even you can able to see there are different one row it is there, rows is presented, class is presented. Okay, if you go for email id, again type and class name it is presented. Phone number, again you can able to see there are couple of things like type and class name. If you go checkbox, again there are things like checkbox also type, id and value is there are three attributes are presented. Okay, but here we are not seeing for class name, but we saw about class name by in a label section place. Okay, how we can able to automate and all, right? Now for id, now you can able to see first the Google also having the same thing, class name and name attribute is there, type attribute is there, and some different the role attribute also presented here. Okay, there are so many attributes presented for this particular text box in this text box. How we can able to automate, and even we can able to do it here, or you can able to do it there also. Anyone we can able to do it. See class name also it is presented, and here is a placeholder also presented and type also presented. In Google also similar format is presented. First we'll go ahead for Google. We'll take for the path here class. Class name indicate for dot symbol. Okay, any class name we can able to indicate for the dot. Okay, now I'm going to create for my first test case here locators dot cy dot js. Okay, now I'm going to use for my reference doc, and for here we need to run our test case. We can able to create first a suit. This is my suit creation. Here we need to provide that suit. I'm going to use for locators testing, and I'm going to mention for function and curly braces, and here I'm going to create for my test case. The test case is says that class locator and again function creation. Okay, and if you want to visit a google.com, we need to say that cy dot a visit method, we need to use it. Okay, in this visit we need to provide for URL. Here also description you can able to see the URL to visit if related user base URL, which is the base URL represented, we need to provide here. The base URL is Google, and I'm going to copy my Google. I'm pasting here. Okay, then I'm going to do it here. There is a method called cy.get. Get is a method to work like when you use Selenium, there is a driver dot a find element by dot id, and we are specifying the value of that particular id or class name CSS selector any type locator, right? The similar format is here we can able to say cy is the driver dot get is like a find element, and here we are going to specifying that locator. Okay, cy dot get, and we need to like mouse over. Once you mouse over, you can able to see get one or more DOM elements by node name or input button etc, and we can able to provide and we can able to hit it. Okay, now I'm going to mention for my class name of my Google text box. Dot is indicate for class name. I'm going to specify value. Okay, then I'm going to use for type is the one to send for any text format. Okay, in Selenium send case how it works, the similar format type also. And here I'm going to mention for Lokesh. Now I saved my test case. Just I'm going to open my Cypress. For that npx space Cypress open. Now I am entered and it will open for my Cypress. Now my end to end, and I'm going to take for my Google Chrome as a default browser again, and here we can able to run our see the test case locators. Once you hit, it will launch your browser. See here Google is launched. Okay, it is entered a name also. Okay, and even we can able to provide our attribute value. Attribute is I'm going to take for any kind of attribute, but here I'm going to take for name equal to q is a 1. I'm going to take, or else we can able to type equal to text also we can able to take. We'll see both of them one by one, and here I'm going to use it. For attribute purpose we need to use the open braces, and the attribute is the name and equal to in the single quotation the value of that q. Okay, and open braces closing. Okay, this is a name attribute. Again I'm saving this one, you can able to see same thing it work, it will enter. Okay, same thing one more time if you are going to do that. type is my attribute, and type text is a type value, txt. Okay, again I'm saving here, and you can come to here, and again you can see it is enter. It's a similar format. In case if you feel that is like already loaded, means you can stop the epic. You need to click the epic, and again come to here and locator. Once you click again, it will open new one, and you can able to see Lokesh is enter. Okay, this is a kind of we can able to use it attribute. And if you want to use an ID, for ID, email ID, you know, okay, here we can able to take email ID. Okay, in this email ID having ID. Okay, and this ID also we can able to automate. For this we need to use this particular URL, and again I'm coming to my Visual Studio Code, and here I'm going to create my new test case. Okay, in this test case I'm going to use for ID locator verification. Okay, and comma and function creation to curly braces, and I'm going to mentioning for cy.visit, and here I'm going to specifying my URL. Okay, inside the URL I need to do for get element. In this element I need to provide for my ID, that is username. Okay, copy that one, and here ID indicate for in the CSS selector basically hash. Whenever hash is mentioned, it will take as a ID. Okay, and username, and I'm going to mention for type. In this type I'm going to use for single quotation, that is Lokesh Gorantla I'm going to take. Okay, and saving this one, you can able to see now there are two test cases it will open. One is Google and another one is demo.google99. You can able to see now my name is entered here. There are two test cases run, one is Google and another one is new tours registration page. Okay, these are the four different kind of works we can able to do it. Okay, these are the four locators we checked, and even we can able to do different locators checking, that I will make you for another video. Okay, and this is a sample examples how we can able to use it our CSS selector into our Cypress. Okay, that's all about this video. I hope you understand this one. Please like me, please subscribe my YouTube channel, and don't forget to share your friends and colleagues. Thank you.